Hey, good morning. Look at that puppy. Look at that puppy. And I have Hudson. I'm so happy when I have my puppies. And I have yard work today, so I'm happy. I can go do something outside. And it is an outstanding day out. Just beautiful. It's in the 80s, low 80s, I think. Yummy coffee. It's a good day. So I'm gonna get ready for it. Oh, and I will do a little hair. Let me show you something. I know I'm gonna have to redo this. I have it all pinned up with bobby pins, believe it or not, old-fashioned bobby pins. And this Dollar General headband. It's got metal in it, so it fits really nice for when I'm doing my yard work. I don't like hair getting in my face. So here's what I do. See these little clips? These little clips are so awesome. I will do another one, another video, because I want to show you how to do a French twist. So I will do this all over again just to show you. See? So now I have to pull this out. I don't know how long your hair is, but there's little adjustments we can make for our length of hair. And for me, I get headaches if I have my hair pulled back with any kind of tension at all. Worse in certain places than other places. So if I'm just going for a little outing and I want to be cute, I'll put my ponytail about an inch above my ear, maybe 2, because I'm not trying to look 20. Oops, where am I? About right there. See? But when I'm doing yard work, I'm going to be out there for a while. So I'm going to put my hair up to where it's pulling as much hair from around my face back. And I love these scrunchies. See this? So now I'm just going to pull it around. For no particular reason. I like scrunchies that match the color of my hair. That way I can relax about how it looks. But I think sometimes it's just cute to match it to your clothes. Who cares, right? And then I'm gonna put a few bobby pins in here. See, I'm just gonna pull down this tab here. Push it down underneath the ponytail holder. For no apparent reason other than I think it looks a little better. And it may separate anyway, but if you're going to go out, you're going to want to maybe use your comb to separate it and then hairspray it. I'm not going to go through all that trouble. I have this clippy here. So I may just... No, I'm not going to do that. But I am going to put this big bobby pin back here because I'm doing yard work. And I don't like it when those little hairs get all over my neck. So anyway, I hope this gives you an idea of what I'm talking about when I do little buns. This is how I do it when I'm doing yard work. That's it. I know it's not very fancy, but that's what I do. Okay, I'm gonna put on some makeup. I have a sunscreen makeup. Ta-da! I got this a long time ago. I haven't kept up with using this because kind of expensive. And then I've seen some reviews that say that if you can use sunblock, you know, especially on your face, you have to use like a tablespoon of it for it to actually do any good. That's a serving. And I'm sorry, I'm not gonna go work in the dirt or go out in public with a tablespoon of anything on my face, unless I'm going out on a yacht. Then okay, I'll slather up. But I'm not talking about a fishing boat. I'm talking about a yacht. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about anxiety. I know this isn't the best little... See, you can fluff it up a little bit if you want and leave it the tail out. I'm not big deal in my hair today. I want to talk a little bit about anxiety. There are some very simple ways to work with anxiety. One of them, without medication, is to walk 10 minutes twice a day. It gets the brain chemicals lined up. That's the truth. If most people would walk 10 minutes twice a day, most people would be able to get off of medication. Now, that doesn't mean you wouldn't have an occasional anxiety attack, because people have that on medication as it is. That's what research has shown. That's what my experience has shown. Personally and professionally. That's the truth. So, what happens when you get an anxiety attack? You don't have to go take a Xanax. It hurts. Having that kind of pain, that pressure on your chest, is painful. I know, right? I'm just going to work in the yard, so I'm not doing much. I'm just going to tell you what to do for an anxiety attack. So the chest is on here, right? So you have to always, never be without one of those 16-ounce bottles of water. Cheap water, they're not even $1 a bottle if you buy them by the case. They're like 50 cents or 25 cents. Always have one with you in your handbag or backpack or what have you. Have a couple in your car. Never run out of water. Anyway, you feel the pain and you keep putting it off, getting curious. Don't do that. You've already had one. Don't get curious. You have it. You can feel it coming on. Don't tell me you can't. It doesn't happen all of a sudden. What it is the muscles in your chest are cramping from stress and from lack of oxygen. Our body cramps up when we have a lack of oxygen, when we're shallow breathing, because we're scared or anxious. We're not breathing. That's the human condition. That's what we do. Is it right? No. You need to breathe. I don't care who you are. You need to breathe. So your body will react if you're not breathing. Okay? So, water generally has some oxygen in it. And so we go up, back, and down to stretch out the muscles on your chest and breathe. Hold it. Exhale. Breathe in to the count of 4. Hold it to the count of 7. Exhale to the count of 8. Do that about 3 times. If the pressure is still increasing, now we're going to gulp that bottle of water. Gulp. You can do at least half a bottle or 3/4 of a bottle. If you're gulping and you get it down, I don't care if you don't like water, add juice to it. Add coffee to it. I don't care what you do. but we need to get something down your what is it, esophagus, to help push out those muscles that are cramping. And the only thing that's going to do that is gulping something, right? Not just air. Some people find that breathing without gulping actually doesn't help as quickly at all. Sometimes the pain still has to kind of go through it. So we have to go through it from the outside by doing this, and then by the inside by gulping. That's what's going to stop the spasms. Very important to know. Just saying. So I want you to practice that. I will do a video one of these days, very soon, on hair. I know I just showed you my silly little bun, and that's not probably helpful for anything but yard work. But I really did want to talk about the anxiety. We go through anxiety because we just lived in fear so much when we were kids, right? And it's human behavior to hold our breath. Well, now that we're not a victim anymore, we continue to do that, right? As if we still have a safety issue. If you have a safety issue and you're older, it's time to rethink a few things. I'm just saying, it's time to rethink some things. Get some help. Learn acceptance, because there's no reason for you to feel unsafe if you're an adult. Unless you're truly basically kidnapped, held hostage. That's something different. I'm not even, this isn't a channel for that. I wish I could help everybody, but there are organizations that can help with that. And if you don't ask for help, if you don't have the courage to do that, you are in my prayers. The reason why I'm bringing this up in such a dramatic way is that there are people who truly believe they're a victim, and I know what being a victim is. If you're not a victim, you're making choices on how you're living your life, and maybe you're having troubles deciding that. But our body will keep the score. Our body will tell us if we continue to ignore what it's trying to tell us. This is a stressful situation. I can't stand it. It's like, okay, what are you going to do? Well, your body normally just wants you to be honest and take care of the problem. And usually problem consists of having a conversation or holding boundaries. And people are so afraid to lose love, so afraid to lose love and attention, that they refuse to protect themselves from all this stress. The problem is, the deep heartbreak problem is it love that you're getting? There are people who are going to die from stress-related incidences because they're holding on to relationships that do not serve them well, or at least serve them. Every relationship doesn't need to be love and glory, but those deep relationship ties that you have with someone, they can't be stressful every day or huge stress often. We have to be able to protect ourselves, our life. I'm not willing to die a horrible death for anybody. I'm sorry. I'm just not. Not on purpose. Not on purpose. I don't know anyone that I've ever had in my life, other than when I was truly a victim, that I would want to die for. When they're treating me like they don't love me or care for me. And words are cheap. Remember that. Words are cheap. I'm sorry's are cheap. And if people kept buying my I'm sorry's, I need a new makeup brush. If people kept buying my stories, I would have never gotten the deep help that I needed. The real therapy. Not just people pat me on the back because I was cute. Not that I was that cute. Some people thought I was cute. You know what I mean. I know I'm just going out in my yard, but oh my goodness, look at these eyelashes, out of control. So long. There we go. That's a little better. They really do. If I get too much mascara on them, they just almost look like teardrops coming down. Oh, oops. All right. Look at that big old nose. Who cares? I'll be in the yard. I'll be in the yard. Yeah. I've been in stressful relationships way too long before. Don't think I haven't. I'm practicing what I'm preaching, though, is that it takes time and it takes energy. Sometimes it takes money. Sometimes it takes getting a job if you don't have one. I swear I saw. Huh. Oh, well. Good enough for the yard, right? Just having fun with you. So, remember that you're worth it. You're worth putting some energy and time into yourself. If you're in an uncomfortable living situation, ask yourself, can you forgive yourself for being in that situation? Can you forgive yourself for being in that job? And just say, okay, I'm going to make the best of it, instead of punishing yourself with all this stress. Because if I'm unhappy in my primary relationship, so unhappy that I am stressing myself out, who am I doing any good? Who am I doing any good? Right? So how about if I decide not to go, to just say, okay, how can I best maneuver in this relationship or work situation to where I don't hate myself, disrespect myself, where I don't have to be in shame for being involved in whatever this is. I can hold my head up high, and if somebody says, oh, do you love your job? Say, I love the money. Or if they say, oh, are you still happily married? Say, you know what? I am grateful that I am married. Right? You don't have to continue to lie and live in shame. You can change the story around to where you don't have to be stressed out. Or, have the courage to make a change. But I can tell you, that's hard. That's hard. And I don't blame people for not changing. Life is hard. The world is hard. Still unpacking from my trip. Yes, I am. Some of these things go in a certain box for me to look at some other time. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? So yeah, I really don't think that it's necessary to make ourselves miserable. Please don't make yourself miserable. And once you start making changes, what'll happen is something amazing. You will start to have less stress and less anxiety attacks. That is the math of it. When we take care of ourselves, our body keeps that score too. When we abuse ourselves, body keeps a score. When we're good to ourselves, our body keeps a score. Isn't that wonderful? So I want you to try to remember that today, experiment with it, and let me know how it works for you. If you have anxiety attacks, try that. Exercise. Shoulders up, back, and down. Stand up and gulp water. And then for a little while, once in a while, just do that 4-7-8 breathing. It's supposed to really help get the oxygen flushed into your body. I use it all the time. If I'm driving through traffic, I'll do it once or twice. Don't do it more than 3 or 4 times in a row. You'll probably hyperventilate, and it could cause more stress on your body. It's just you can Google it. It's not a secret. So try that. You are loved. I am going out into the yard right now, and I want you to behave yourself. Look at this. They're gonna come with me. Maybe. I don't know. They're a lot. And I'm going in the front yard. If I'm gonna be in the backyard, that'd be different. All right. Have a great day. I'll be thinking of you. Bye for now.